having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
What's going on, guys? Your boy HQ420 here. We are back at it. Beyond the Cube.
This motherfucker slept through the show yesterday. You believe that? Through his own show, and he didn't show up.
Corey, the powerful one, Corey, slept through the show yesterday, which is why we're a day late. But we are not $1 short. We kept all of our change in our pockets. We were not robbed last night. The powerful one, of course, is with us. Corey Hughes. Corey! Well-rested Corey Hughes.
Not quite. I'm going to go back to bed. I'm ready to go back to bed like right now.
Hey, well, look, I'm good. Okay, so I've had a fattening.
What is that? That
afternoon.
looks killer. That looks great.
7 Brew vanilla milkshake.
Oh,
I'm in there.
Okay, that thing looks like it probably could set a record for how many calories they can fit into a small size. That's probably like a 1,500 calorie.
It's fantastic. Okay, so let me give you the breakdown of what I've got going on.
Okay, let me just say this real quick. Fuck people who do like the low-cal milkshakes and low-cal. If you do low-cal, you're fucking probably, probably wear panties to bed.
Maybe even a G-string if you do. Look, here's what the deal is, okay? So I went ahead and I was like, look, I'm going all out. Because this afternoon I didn't get my usual snack in because we were so busy at work. There was some people that had to leave because a guy who used to manage there before I started, he passed right here recently. So he was actually in the sheriff's office. So a lot of people there knew him. So people were gone, and I was like, "Man, I ain't getting nothing to eat." And so I got me a little Five Guys.
I had Five
this
Guys
afternoon.
I had Five Guys the other day, and it was good. Okay. I learned the secret to Five Guys.
Okay, all right. Let us know. Let the people know out there.
I would try to be a typical cheap motherfucker and like try to make up for the exorbitant sandwich price of $10.99 a burger, by putting every goddamn topping on the fucking thing. And you can't do that. You got to be picky choosy. You got to have a couple select toppings, and it will refine the burger experience. Because when you just, I would put like 10 toppings on that thing, and the bun would be all sliding everywhere. Remind me of that damn Eddie Murphy with the welfare burger skit that he used to do. So you can't be putting too many toppings on that shit.
Right. That's one of the main things. Now, look, I got me a burger. I got me a hot dog. And I got the Cajun fries. I went all the way out. That's probably 2,000 calories.
They broke my heart. Well, probably more than that. They broke my heart. The other motherfuckers don't have kraut. How the fuck you got to have a hot dog and you ain't got no sauerkraut? Like, they got relish, and that's it. And mustard and onions and stuff, another topping. But, like, come on, man. What are you talking about?
I eat everything plain anyway, so it don't make a difference. I'm just letting you know, I eat everything plain. I really don't care.
My two favorite hot dogs in the world are like the Sabrett hot dogs that you get from the street vendors in New York City that come with mustard and the red onions on them. That is a bomb-ass hot dog right there. But if I can go and sit down in a restaurant and eat some hot dogs, I'm getting me the Chicago-style dog. Every time, if I can get that. The Chicago dog is where it's at. My parents from New York are rolling over in their grave.
The Sabrets, we used to put those on the grill. Because they sell those in the in grocery store.
Yes. They're great. They're great hot dogs. Them and Vienna Beef makes a great hot dog, and of course Kosher National, Hebrew National. Their dogs are fucking great because
not a Hebrew hot dog. Oh
yeah,
man.
No, I always say how great Jews are in the kitchen, but the reality is they stole most of their culinary stuff from the Polish.
Here you go, guys. Hey, sabrettes. Now, hey, this one fills up the whole bun, okay? Natural casing beef frankfurter.
That ain't my problem with fucking... dude, the bun length shit ain't a problem for me. You know what's a problem for me? I buy motherfucking...
Let me know.
I buy a motherfucking thing of hot dogs, and the number of hot dogs never matches the number of buns. Why can't they?
Not.
Why the fuck, dude? Dude, what the... pisses me off every time.
Oh, damn, that's what I need to come out with. What am I doing? That's all I need to do. I need to find somebody who's gonna go in with it. I need to find a bread company. Guys, hey, who are there? If you make a good bun, make a bun that's probably out of some brioche and that's got a little bit of sweetness to it, and we're gonna make the exact amount that's in the hot dog packs to a T. I guarantee you that we're gonna mop up. I think we can mop up on this. I gotta find some ninjas.
I even like a good corn dog. You can find some corn dogs that got some deluxe batter that they fried in. So that's good too.
Okay.
I don't know of a place where I can get a good corn dog though.
Well, corn dogs is like damn like cafeteria food. You know what I'm saying? That's like middle school food. High school food. Where can I? Y'all know where I can get a good corn dog? Shit, is the fair coming around? Do y'all have fairs around your area? Y'all have the fair coming around?
I'm sure there is one. I'm sure there is one here. Yeah, but I used to go to the fair a lot when I lived in Florida. The county fair would come around every year for like 2 weeks, and that was always fun.
Now, would you go there for food or for the rides?
A little bit of mix of both. I'd spend some money on some elephant ears and bullshit, and I'd go on some of the rides. Yeah, I wouldn't. Here's the deal. You don't want to go on a fucking ride that goes upside down that some idiot bolted together in 6 hours. You know what I mean? So, like, at least you go to Disney World, them motherfucking techs work on that shit, like, all the time. But you get some drunk-ass carny who just threw that shit together, you know, like, over the weekend. Like, fuck that, bro.
I'm sure it's safe-ish.
Hey, this is one instance I don't give a fuck about statistics, okay? You can shove your statistics right up your ass. I'm not riding on some fucking inverted fucking dragon fucking whatever that some guy made in the weekend.
Okay, so here in North Carolina, of course, we've got the North Carolina State Fair, which is in Raleigh. And the last time that I went to it, the damn Atlanta Braves were in the World Series playing the damn New York Yankees. That's like 96.
That's a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah, and at that point in time, we went there like, you know, I was a kid, we were playing games and stuff, but now it's more of like people go there to experience the food, to eat. That's what they do now
because
there.
It's kind of expensive. I mean, I would imagine in the modern day, a hot dog is like $12 at a fair. You know what I mean?
Well, no, nothing. The people the vendors out there, they've gotten together and they've made a coup that nothing is under $10. I'm talking about including your drink.
That's a lot.
That's the cheapest thing you can get is $10. Now they give you a good sized drink, but I'm drinking all of it. Okay. I mean,
so when you go to the fucking stadium or you go to do something and you get a drink and it's $10, that's unpatriotic, and you should probably go to trial for treason.
There's potential there. Everything costs your ass. I actually got this milkshake right here from 7 Brew, which I think is superior to Starbucks.
I never heard of no 7 Brew.
It's a recent startup. When did they start up? Hold on a second. I don't think they're over on the West Coast yet. 7 Brew start. Yeah, because they're let's see. Yeah, February of 2017, and they started in Arkansas. Yeah, so I don't think they've expanded that way yet. I think they're pretty much on the south. I don't know if you.
Oh no,
you probably don't have any in your area.
Yeah, there is actually, believe it or not.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a drive-through. It's completely drive-through.
See, we got a place here in town that's, I don't know if it's local or not. It's definitely in Fort Collins and Denver. but it's got like, it's a drive-through, but it's got, even in the winter, it's got the girls wearing like bikinis with big titties.
Oh, I mean, they got the bikinis and the big titties.
The Coffee Bean, I think it's called. Okay, we got 6 in Colorado.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's, I don't know where the fuck Alamosa is. The nearest one to here is at Firestone, which is like 35 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Here's my question.
That's a good hike.
This is what I want to understand. This is what I don't understand. So, coffee places have already had numerous rises and falls over the last couple decades. Starbucks, they've gotten really big and had collapses and then had to rebuild and had collapses again. And then, eventually it steadies out. But this is an industry where it's saturated as fuck. You can't walk 10 feet in America without finding a coffee shop. So why would anybody in their right fucking mind say, hey, this is an industry I want to get into now? You're overly saturated with competition. I don't give it. What's going to set you apart from anybody else? It ain't going to be your price.
So this place, 7 Brew, what sets them apart? All right.
How much was that milkshake? Let me guess. That milkshake was $5.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I can get all the milkshakes. Okay. Flavors you want. You can get, if you like lemonades, you can get all your lemonades. Strawberry lemonade, whatever. You can also get variants of their energy drinks. So they've got their 7 Brew energy drink that they pour into their mixtures. I'm a particular fan of the Black Mamba. All right, that's the name of the particular drink. Now, the thing about these drinks, you can get them with the energy, or you can get them without the energy, which they call fizzes. So you can just get the fizzy. So if you just want the flavor, you can just get the flavor with no bump. Of course, they've got your variants of coffees, which you can mix and match with almond milk, all that other stuff. You can get it sugar-free. Like they're... And you can be creative. They actually want you to be creative with their menu. So I seen right here recently,
you mean like, can I get that latte with some breast milk in it?
Well, I don't think they get titty milk.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that you would actually have to have a woman there who had actually recently had a kid. More likely,
could you do that? I'm sure you could line them up. You could line them up and have a business of titty milk.
Woo! Yeah, but you're probably gonna have folks out there protesting it. Okay, because it's gonna be, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a dude, and if it was owned by women, it would be fine.
Well, what if you
it's
went in
owned
there
by a
and
man,
you just
it's
paid to drink it
patriarchy.
right from the tap?
What, the breast milk?
The breast milk. Yeah, here's a tip. Let me get some of that right from the tap.
I don't think it's got a good shelf life.
I see.
I don't know that it don't, but I don't think it does. They have to pump daily, so I mean, I don't think the shelf life is quite there. You know what I'm saying? But this place, like, you can mix and match anything. So you could go, like, they've got a whole like pages dedicated to people creating drinks, like just by mixing and matching flavor. Like they give you the menu. Here's our flavors. Go wild with it. Do what you want to do. And that's what kind of makes them a little bit different than the Starbucks. Starbucks feels very like corporate. You know what I'm saying?
It does very much.
The 7 Brew, you got like groovy girls out there. You know what I'm saying? You got girls who, they might have went to Woodstock back in the day.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah.
So I look at some, there's some business ventures out there that I kind of wonder if they're real profitable or how they stay in business. Like, I know I see exposés on TV or whatever they're called, business profiles of. There was one company that opened that just did like 100 different kinds of peanut butter and jelly. Like that's a store. Okay. And what else was there? There was another one that had like every cereal. You can go get bowls of cereal and mix and match your bowls of cereal. Go in and pay for a bowl of cereal, what a whole box would be at their goddamn grocery store. And somehow that's a business model. So Interesting. I don't know how I don't know how businesses like that can be pulled off. You see a lot of weird niche businesses like that pop up in Vegas when I was out there. That's the place to experiment with that kind of stuff.
Right. So if you were trying to start you a coffee shop right now from the ground up, you would be a fool. Okay. What you would need to offer would be some other type of something else that somebody would want it. And you could also get coffee here while you're here. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the premise there. Like I don't know, maybe like a pastry shop or something like that. I'm not sure. But I think you'd have to go in that direction. If you were just going strictly drinks, to be honest, I don't think you're gonna be able to beat out Seven Brew. Like they've got the drink game down.
So
and they keep lines there.
I feel like the vast majority of businesses out there that have actual storefronts are like fucking laundering operations. Like here in town, we got a place.
I wouldn't say so much. I wouldn't say so much maybe the restaurant places, but the places like mattress stores and shit, most definitely.
So one store here in Fort Collins, been here for fucking 10 years, is this little right in the heart of downtown. Is this little it's like a Nepal fucking Tibet knick-knack store. You go in there, you buy you got 20 different kinds of Buddha statues. You got little weird knickknacks and little, what I'm talking about, like just bullshit from Nepal.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody coming in and out of that fucking place, never. And I promise you that rent in fucking downtown Fort Collins on that strip, dude, they're paying 20 fucking grand a month. I fucking promise they're paying 20 grand a month, which means they need to bring in 20 grand a month just to cover the fucking rent. Plus they got employees and they got shit. It's like an inventory, and how the fuck you keep that shit going with nobody coming in your store?
Nigga, that's what I was saying about vape shops.
Dude, honestly, vape shops are pretty busy. It's kind of crazy. Like every time I go to a fucking vape shop, there's always people in there.
Maybe that's just in your area. Bo, there's got to be 50 vape shops in Greenville, North Carolina. And ain't none of them ninjas being busy. I ain't seen. They had to shut one down. I actually seen one shut down.
Well, here's the problem. The problem with vape stores in general is that these products are made in Shenzhen, China, for pennies on the fucking dollar. And this rig right here that I'm fucking using is not really overly great. But I got all these parts online, and the whole thing cost me maybe $30. If I go to a store with a brick and mortar store to buy this, it's going to be like $70. Easily $70. Like, they cannot compete with the internet. Where they can compete is, I ran out of vape juice and I need some immediately. So let me go to the store and pay double what I'd pay for it online. So I make my vape purchases in advance. I go online and I order my shit online in bulk. And then if I run out, I'll run to the store and get a small one to hold me over a couple of days till my order comes in. But going to a store in person into a vape store is kind of ridiculous if you're looking at it from a financial perspective. If you're not and you don't care about the money, sure, they're real convenient. But then you got to go and deal with stupid people who don't know what the fuck you're talking about anyway. Like, that's an epidemic that I see in modern retail. They hire people who don't understand shit about nothing.
Yeah, but it is a body, though. You see, that's the number one thing. Can I get a body in here? And so there's a dilemma in what you have here. So you're truly, well, not truly. Okay, so your more intelligent person is less likely to do that particular job for that amount of pay. Okay, so you have to depend on people who ain't that smart. I mean, and every once in a while you get somebody in there who's smart. Maybe things just haven't worked out for them in whatever industry they're trying to go in, and they're just trying to get a job. And when that happens, but people around, like upper management, like they turn their head. They're like, oh shit, we got one. Hey, you don't think maybe that you might want to run a store or something like that, do you? Like they'll latch on quick because they're just used to dumbasses. I mean, it's just 100% of the time. But if they're like, oh shit, you're working, I don't have to be over your shoulder, and damn, you actually seem like you're a little intelligent. It's like, don't you want to hang around? It's like, no, y'all, you're not gonna pay enough for me to hang around. I mean, it might work out in 20 years. If this was 1975, yeah. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
think that there's like an endless series of opportunities if you want to be like in retail management in this era. Like if you have half a brain and you need a job, getting a job in retail management is probably pretty easy because they probably don't have a huge candidate pool to pick from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I kind of told people. I was like, look, maybe you went somewhere and you started wherever down at the bottom, but I'm like, if you like just have a little bit of work ethic and like they don't have to stay on you all day, man. If you're in one of these like companies that's got a bunch of stores, I mean, they're gonna move you up because man, they looking some folks who are gonna be able to run something.
Yeah,
You know,
because most people they hire in those retail fields are like high school kids, people you really couldn't trust. I worked enough retail places and seen like the candidate base for management, and all it takes is one person who's a little older, a little more competent, and they become the manager and like skip to the front of the line. I've seen it happen.
It's just like that. I remember when I was I worked at Cracker Barrel one summer when I was in college. And I just worked there because I wanted to stay in Greenville for the summer. That was
Where
it.
at Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
No, man, you ain't got to lie. You got a job there for them little apple fucking things they got. It's okay. Them baked apples is the bomb. It's worth getting the job there over.
Man, stop. That was a good one, Corey. I mean, that's a funny one. But no, I just want to stay in Greenville so I could, hang out with my best friend, and we get blasted every night. That was pretty much it. We go eat a steak every night, and then get blasted, and go to sleep, wake up next day, and go to work again. I mean, that's pretty much what we did for a whole summer. But I rolled in there, you know what I'm saying? I was there like 3 days. And all of a sudden, they called me one morning. It was supposed to be my day off. They were like, hey, the guy in here struggling. You think you come in and help? I was like, well, I ain't going to do shit today. I was like, yeah, I'll come in. So I rolled up there. Now, you're supposed to be there at 5 o'clock to start the breakfast and start your stuff. I worked on the back line. And I got there, and he wasn't there at all. I'm like, well, where's this guy? Where you at? Well, he didn't show up. I said, hold on a second. He lied to me on the phone. I mean, and it's 6:30. There's nothing done. That means I'm behind. I'm way behind. At 6:30, you're fucked.
Did you get an instant raise and promotion or what?
No. But here's the thing. I'd never done it by myself. It was 3 days in. And then boom. So, I mean, I was rolling. They were like, it's like, man, how do you pick all this stuff up so quickly? I was just like, y'all got the recipes on this board. I mean, I'm not doing anything special. I mean, it's right here. You just follow these directions. And they're like, man, don't you think you want to hang around a little bit longer? It got towards the, when school was getting back in. So, man, don't you think you want to hang around a little bit longer? Man, I think you could go places. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere here. And it's football season. It's time to tailgate. Y'all talking about I can't have but one Saturday off for football? Shit. I'm damn 20-year-old. 19, whatever I was. So it's time to go get drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's time to party. So, yeah, I mean, I probably could have stayed there. Hell, I'd probably be the damn general manager of the store right now.
Yeah, but I was like,
motherfucker there.
So I spent a bunch of years working at like a bagel store, and then when I got tired of that, I went and I moved into retail at the mall. And let me tell you, man, like the 3 or 4 years I spent at the mall in like a half a dozen different jobs was absolutely glorious. I loved it. There's a little piece of heaven of me reliving that whole fucking era all over again. It was good times.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let me get Ranger Vault has something. Bikini baristas. Hold on, let's pull this up. Let me make sure I can actually show this though. Before I damn Ranger be done got me punted out here. You know what I'm saying? Is this what we got? Okay. All right, let's pull this up. The Bikini Baristas. It's from Ranger over there on Rumble. We appreciate you being with us, Ranger. On this Friday night. You could be doing anything, but you're here with us. Let's see what we got here.
Stand going viral. It shows a customer throwing drinks at the barista seconds before she grabs a hammer and smashes his windshield. So according to the barista, Emma Lee, the man is a regular customer and was upset about the price of
gay-ass hat he's wearing.
Lee said he was threatening her. She said she posted the video to draw attention to women's safety in situations like this.
What?
For a customer to get out of a vehicle in any sense, but especially to threaten, to argue, to any of those things, is so wildly inappropriate.
Where's the fucking bikini?
Next? What am I going to wait to have happen?
I think she was in some sort of bikini, man. It was bikini-like. Oh, I think this is for her right here.
Oh, okay, let's see it again.
Yeah, that right there. When she leaned down. It's bikini-like. I think you got to have the cover up over it because it can't just be full-on titty. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some type of laws against a full-on titty.
I don't like those laws.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a little scandalous. Maybe it's a one piece. Is that what we got going on, Ranger? This one piece. Oh, he said they made her put more clothes on to do the interview. Oh yeah, that could be true. She's probably out there butt booty. She has got tattoos all over her face, which is extremely weird. And I'm something about the nose piercings. Okay, I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna let her continue with her tirade. But it looks like that she would have like a little bit of bikini top on right here.
It's so wildly inappropriate. What is going to happen next? What am I going to wait to have happen to have this be even more terrible story? I didn't need for it to get worse. It was bad enough. Everyone around was very concerned for me.
Right now, Seattle police detectives are figuring out what charges the customers may face, including assault.
Well, that's a battery.
She has not
that's
been
clearly a
notified
battery.
of any charges that she is facing in the incident. She also turned over the complete surveillance footage.
What's wild as fuck about this is the fact that she had a hammer ready.
Yo, man, I got this rule. If someone does something fucked up to you, you should be able to punch him in the face one time. And the law is like, okay, you got your one hit in, you good. You know?
Bro, look,
so many problems in life would be solved with one fucking punch. Trust me. I'm an ex-cop. I've seen it all. It's like, man, why don't you just punch the bitch and not call us? How about you just hit her next time and not call us? How about that?
How common you got to be to sling your drink at the barista? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just paid for that shit.
Yeah,
you paid for the shit.
I was like, ain't no way I'm going to pay for this and then going to sling it at you. Oh, hell no. I'm going to drink it, even if it's bad. Okay? Even if it's bad. But she was ready to bust his ass. I was like, damn. So, you see, that would be our only issue with the bikini baristas is that we probably got some ratchet ones. You know what I'm saying? We probably got something like that. She got tattoos all on her face and shit. Man, golly, man, she wouldn't have been a bad looking girl either. But I don't know, all those tattoos on her face. But it's like, I don't know, that kind of sends off a bad signal. I don't know what type of like crazy bitch. And of course, we seen her with the hammer. So I mean, you know that shit's happening in the crib. They ain't no doubt. She get pissed. She better grab the damn knife coming after your ass. You be like, man, I got to get rid of this chick. Corey, we got somebody joining us from Australia. Say good morning. Is it morning time over there?
Oi, mate.
Yeah, an Aussie. Hey, well, his name, it might be a her, but the name up here is People. Okay, which is it's a good name. It's very generic. I'm not sure how you got that name without somebody else having it. You had to have got. I think they're watching this on YouTube. Yeah, you had to have gotten it first. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Were you there when they first introduced YouTube? That's what we're trying to figure out. But yeah, we want to know what's going on in Australia. It's been a little quiet from the land down under.
I think there's still a fascist dictatorship. I'm not sure though.
But they were the talk of the town when the convict was going around. Shit, but their leaders, they were cutting up. All of them. What's the one I remember the most? Dan Andrews. Yeah, he was a real piece of shit.
That guy should be fucking drawn and quartered. Or like that guy should have like fucking molten wax poured down his throat while he's still alive. Some of those people in Australia are just the utmost fucking scum.
During COVID. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. Let me see some of these. Oh, yeah. Scott Morrison. He was a piece of shit. There ain't no doubt about that. He was the prime minister. Let's see who else we got up here. Damn, what was that one chick's name that had to step down? I didn't put her name up here. Well, she's in New Zealand.
Ain't it the same thing?
No. Oh, people said it was a crap accent, Corey. You're going to have to do better. Corey's working on his Australian accent, okay? We're going to have him on the next Crocodile Dundee. Won't Crocodile Dundee Australian? Isn't that right?
Bro, I didn't realize they made like a Crocodile Dundee just a couple years ago.
Man, stop, man.
Oh, serious.
A damn Dundee. Okay. People says it's still a dystopian nightmare. People, hey, the question I got, are there any women down there that ain't selling punani? That's what we want to know. Cause every time I click on New York Post and they talk about some chick who's got an OnlyFans, I go right to Australia. Some chick who's banging a whole bunch of folk. I'm like, damn,
bro. They made the very excellent Mr. Dundee in 2020.
Oh my god!
But it's not even listed on Wikipedia. It's not even listed on Wikipedia as the as part of the series. It must be really bad.
Yeah, they want to strike that from the records. Yeah, they want to strike that one from the records, and they should. People tell us that Scott Morrison's now based in the USA. Congrats! Oh, Scott Morrison's here. Oh my God!
Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Funny thing about being fast, you end up waiting a lot. First to show up, first in line, then just waiting. Me, I rev up Chumba Casino. With over 200 social casino games, no slow lanes here. Why sit around when you can spin? I'm already racing. Your turn. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Never has there been a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
My goodness, come on now. Man, that's terrible. Hold on. Let's see what we got up here. Oh, I see up here effective leadership in the pandemic. The Forge. Let's see what it's got to say. This is straight from the government. Well, like effective leadership. Oh, I think this is a spoof site. Yeah, I think this is a spoof site actually. Let's see. Authoritarian. Oh, people, they didn't Okay, so Australians think that's disgusting as well. You talking about with the women that's selling the punani? They got the damn, what's her name? Annie Knight. Annie Knight. Yeah, I think that's the one that was she banged like 365 dudes in a year, and then she was going for 600 and something.
Bro, she's an amateur. That one chick banged like 1,000 dudes in a day.
Yeah, I know. And then she said she was looking for love now. Like she was going on dates with the intention of finding her soulmate. Does that mean anything?
I don't think so.
Like after you fuck that many dudes.
That's like childhood shit.
And I don't even know if it's that, man. Some of these, I'm trying to tell you, man. I just think some of these chicks just like being outside. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, these are your true biblical whores of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? They love what they do. And the Sophie Raines and all these other chicks who are on OnlyFans, and they might show you a little nipple every once in a while, or they be in there doing their significant other, man, they are sweating bullets. Because they like Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips letting all kind of ninjas hit, and they need to stop doing that. They actually letting their fans hit. Because eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be like Sophie. I mean, Bonnie out here letting folk hit. I mean, so when I'm going to hit, I'm going to have to cut this cash off. That's what they're scared of. Because they're poser hoes. Okay? That's what it is. They're poser hoes. They're not the true whores of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Mythical creatures. These are poser hoes, man.
Poser hoes. So, poser hoes, what you're saying is when it comes time for the gangbang, they bail at the last minute. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. When it comes time for the fan meet and greet, you know what I'm saying? We're having the fan meet and greet. Where the fan gets to go up in there and gets to slap them skins. Get ghost. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, they let niggas hit. Now, whether folks think that is disgusting or not, I mean, it's a little rough. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, I don't get that because, like, okay, so like, I don't know about you, man, but I've been down in them fucking slums before, trying to hit some shit that I fucking was not into, but I was there and it was there, and it just was a no go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying here, but like, you're a little too fat.
It work out for you,
bro. It's hit or miss. It can be hit or miss. But if you don't like a chick, it's kind of it's not fucking really like a good time. So I don't understand how these women can just bang whatever dude, because they got to be dudes that you just don't want to have nothing to do with, but yet they let them hit anyway. That's wild to me.
It's part of their brain, but part of their brain is dewired. Okay, that's just it. The part's dewired. It's the same part where dudes watch other dudes bang their woman. A part of your brain is dewired because your territorial instincts is to kill. That is animalistic instinct. This is my territory. You have invaded my territory. I see you invading it. I must protect what is mine. That is our nature. That is the nature of man and animal. So when you don't have that feeling pop up in you, that means something's dewired. I don't know if your mama dropped you when you was a baby. She was drinking too much, meth, coke, or what? But the electrical connection got left loose. There's a connector loose. That's just all there is to it. And so on Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, there's a connector loose. There's just no doubt about it. Okay? Because you over here talking about, but that Pure T had to kick her off OnlyFans. OnlyFans scared of Bonnie Blue. OnlyFans is scared of her. They're like, man, they were like, oh, well, we didn't see where she identified all these men and checked their IDs and make sure they were 18. I was like,
everyone's got to submit their ID on Pornhub and all that shit. They still got a ton of videos. It seems like some dude just hit a camera in his closet and shit, but you're supposed to submit the info for everyone in them videos.
Yeah, so they're saying that allegedly they couldn't verify the ages of everybody who was participating, especially the one that was 1,000 or something, allegedly, that she did. And then she tried to do the 2,000 men, the petting zoo, where she was just in a glass case and you just walked up to her and just did whatever. So OnlyFans is scared of her because they're like, this is a different type of hoe. We ain't seen one of these in a while. Okay? This is a different type, man. And folks are shivering. Okay? Sophie Raines said she's setting back women's empowerment. I was like, ma'am. Okay?
Women's empowerment Go pick up a fucking sponge and clean the bathroom, bitch.
Damn, Corey. I mean, I do it. So what you making for dinner?
It's like Myron said. Myron said, I tell women to get back in the kitchen, but that would be wrong because the whole house needs cleaning.
There it is. Boy, don't come for us. Misogynistic Corey Eves. Oh, man. But, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, women said that they wanted this and wanted that, and as men, we acquiesced. I know everybody's like men are bad, but at the end of the day, we did acquiesce. Because if we wanted to be, overlords, then it would happen in a day. 24 hours, we'd have this shit locked up. We'd be overlords. I mean, it'd be that quick. So it's just like, as men, we don't use our agency nearly as much as women use their agency. And our agency is violence. That's what our agency is. Physicality, brute force. And so we actually restrain a lot of what makes us us. Yeah. I just want people to remember that. I want people to remember that. Yeah. Every single day. If you look at how things are done in the wild, if you encroach, then somebody has to die. I mean, that's what the wild looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, you see them lions sitting over there, them two male lions, and then another male lion come walking up, and the other two male lions look up like, who this nigga? They might make a noise over there, and they'll be like, dog, you in the wrong spot. You about to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's it. That's what it looks like. And so we're the same as humans. We're built to rule and conquer. That's like the whole premise of being here, to rule over and to conquer things. And I don't know. It's like embedded in our minds.
Yeah, it's a survival mechanism. That's it. Just like emotions. Emotions do nothing more than bind you to something. Like if you love something, it's your life's way of telling you that you need to hang on to it. And if you're afraid, it's life's way of telling you to get the fuck out of Dodge, like right now. So all our various emotions are pinned to survival in one way, shape, or form.
Right. Yeah. So that's it to a key. And we even use visual cues. So when people are like, "Oh, you're racial profiling," well, I mean, walks like a duck, talks like a duck. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the deal. Once upon a time, the color of a person's skin identified them between various tribes around, right? Like if you got your tribe and survival is key, and you see some other group that has different colored skin, guess what? They are not part of your group, and you should probably kill them. I mean, it sounds brutal, but it's fucking reality. So, hell, even the Indians, like you got like 50 different kinds of fucking Indians in America back in the day, right? And they all killed each other.
Yeah, that's it to a T. People will wear different colors and things of that nature, so it would discern, which tribe you were part of. And it's the same thing when I hear people talking about borders and stuff. They're like, "Oh man, no man should put up borders." It's like we're all humans. This is our land. This is everybody's land. I'm like, okay, dog, keep thinking that way, and the people who don't think that way, they gonna come take your shit tomorrow. Okay, I mean, that's what they gonna do. Like,
that's why, like,
in
all that post-apocalyptic shit, it's like every man for himself, because there are no boundaries to prevent people from acting that way. If there was no boundary today, meaning the law, motherfuckers would straight up come into your house and just kill you and take your shit. And it would happen rampant.
That's what they would do.
It would be fucking rampant. Way more statistically than anyone could ever imagine, just based on our human nature. You know what I mean? People would eventually rationalize the behavior as, it's just what we do. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, like, thank God for there to be some kind of fucking fist of justice because it would be a brutal fucking world if there wasn't. The fear of that going to that cage keeps society in line.
Exactly. That's it to a T. Because, I mean, hey, if you let go of the rope, man, letting go of the rope look like shit. You know, like you're gonna have to be fighting every single day for your life. And even if you look into post-apocalyptic stuff, they still end up trying to come together and build some type of community, to have some type of structure, and to also fortify and protect what they have. Because if you got people of similar mind, then if outsiders come in, then you're able to ward off the outsiders from overtaking and taking your shit. So that's it. We see it in every movie. These people ain't making this shit up. Okay? People been doing this for a long time. You out here talking about, oh man, this is borderless. This is your land as well. It's like, I know it's my land because I'm about to take it from you, dog. I know it's mine. I mean, that's why I'm here. God sent me. And you know, a lot of folks, they put God's name in it. God sent me to take this land. Isn't that what happened out there in Israel?
Mm-hmm.
And God sent them to take that land. And that's what they've done. We're commissioned by God. And you know, it's crazy. Islam, they be Muslim and all that, they be commissioned by God too. I'm commissioned by God to
God's doing a lot
kill
of
the
commissioning.
infidel. I'm like, I mean, where y'all getting all this info from?
Y'all got a bat line directed at God or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, hold on a second now. Now, you know, back in the Old Testament, what you used to have to do, you used to have to walk into and talk to the priest or whatever, and then he would have to talk to God because you were unworthy. All right? And that was the premise. So, I mean, do we still got those cats? Where you go in there, hey man, what he thinking right now? It said, give me a minute, let me get him on the horn. I mean, God said, kill the infidel. And that would say, and if you go and you strap this bomb to your body and go blow up this building, then there'll be 72 virgins waiting on you in heaven, or whatever our version of heaven is. Now, how do they know that? Somebody would have to send word back that it was going to be this amount of virgins waiting on you. So that would be my number one question.
Hang on, if you got a line of women waiting, if you got a line of virgins waiting to fuck you, you going to take the time to count them?
They've been waiting just for me. Now these are fresh women too, non-recycled.
Oh, the hell with fresh women, man! I like my women experienced.
Oh my goodness, it's like with a little experience, okay? A notch or two under the belt.
So bring that snail trail over here.
Well, that's what the Muslims want to the infidel. They need to kill the infidel, and then if I die in a glorious blaze, then I reap my reward. Like, ain't none of y'all question that. Now, here's the thing: there's like different factions within the Muslim community too. And in Iran's one form of Muslim, and then Saudi Arabia is a different form, if I'm correct.
Right.
So they almost like war against each other.
Yeah.
It's some weird shit, man.
Some weird shit. Like fucking Jesus Christ.
It's some weird shit out there. And you know what? At the end of the day, everybody wants superiority over the other one. That's what they want. My way superior than yours. I'm like, okay. Why can't we all go to just Buddhism? Isn't it where you get reincarnated?
I think you could justify any behavior through Buddhism, though.
Oh, can you?
I think so.
It was kind of open-ended.
Yeah, it's a little open-ended.
Well, I think Buddhism just like, hey, do good so you don't come back as like a damn fly, turd fly. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your second life to be a turd fly, do you? It's like, no, I don't. I'm gonna do good. I mean, don't they do stuff like that? You come back like you were once a cow, Now you're a human. You might come back as a cat.
I would like to be a cat or a dog in a house that's of rich people. That would be a glorious life.
Okay.
Just lay around, eat your fucking tender victuals or whatever the fuck you eat, and unlimited food, just hanging out all day for 20 years and then you die. That sounds like a good life. And you got to pay the bills.
Hey,
you get taken care of. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the soft life, isn't that what they call it?
That's pretty soft, yeah.
They're looking the soft life. All right. Yeah, but you gotta have the owners that care about you. Not the ones that keep you in a cage for 8 hours. Only let you shit one time a day. You know what I'm saying? Feed you once a day, which is 99% of the dogs. Look, I'm just being honest with you, man. Folk be leaving and going to work and locking their dogs up. Dog can't eat, can't poop, can't pee. If it shits in that crate, it gets the fuck beat out of it. So it got to sit there and it's got to hold that shit for 8 hours. All right. Now, if I look at you right now and I tell you to hold your shit for 8 hours, you bet not shit. And I'm talking about you got one right on the edge. Right. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's torture, man.
Yeah.
It's torture. You got to be careful. Okay. I don't think everybody is not worthy of having animals because they don't have the time to have them. That is my thing. That's my beef. Somebody's like, "Oh, Keith, you don't like animals." I'm like, I don't particularly want one in the house, and I also don't have time for them. Like, I go to work from 6:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. When I get off work, I go right to the gym. I'm back at the house at like 8 o'clock every day. So from 6:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m., I'm not at the house. So I have zero time to show any type of attention to an animal. Like at all. So it would be extremely selfish of me to get one and to have it just cooped up all day. That would be it. Does that not make sense?
Yeah. Fortunately, I work from home, so I'm with my dogs all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So you want pets. That's what you enjoy, but you're there. For other people, they ain't there. So it's like, bud, your dog's cooped up all day. It can't go grab nothing out the refrigerator when it's ready to eat. That nigga been hungry the whole day. Got to wait for your ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and also, some folk just too broke to have an animal. Look, man, I just got to be honest with you, okay? Sometimes you just got to be like, look, I ain't got the funds.
They're expensive. They're expensive, for sure. Fuck, I had to get my dog fixed. Cost me $1,100 fucking dollars. Spent $100+ a month on food. God, and the more I think about it, why the fuck do I got a dog?
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, there's a whole list of things as far as responsibilities that you need to take whenever you get an animal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, people aren't taking those responsibilities, and you're actually being more abusive to the animal than what you think. So, I mean, that's the whole premise there. Some people ask me about dogs. Like I hadn't had a dog. I've had a dog before. When I was younger, it was an outside dog. They didn't really need us because they would break their chains and go hunt. But that's beyond the point, okay? That's beyond the point. Because they had a wild streak in them. But as it's currently constructed, it wouldn't make any sense for me. All right, because I mean, I live in an apartment as well, so if I had like a backyard where they could be outside all day or something like that, that's one thing. But live in an apartment, so
that is something I'm kind of dreading because at some point, probably within the next year, I'm probably going to make it back to Vegas, and I got a pit bull, and so that opens up a whole world of problems. Fortunately, I got my pit bull. Right. I got it registered as a support animal, so technically, I ain't even got to tell anybody I got a dog. I'm protected by the law, so. But still, Las Vegas, where it's motherfucking 100 degrees half the year, ain't the best environment. And there ain't no grass out there in Vegas. It's all rocks and shit. Some people don't even have backyards. It's just concrete. So it's going to be an awkward thing bringing my dog back there.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to... Yeah, that might bring forth a few challenges. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, once again, you work from home. So, like, you're still able to, like, be there and kind of maneuver that situation a little bit better than somebody who has to leave and be gone for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. Court, what do you know about this mayor race that we got going on in New York City?
Oh, well, we got Osama bin Laden just won the fucking New York mayor primary. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I mean,
I wish Trump would just go and arrest everybody. Can Trump just go and throw all these people in prison already? Like, get rid of Congress, get rid of all these stupid fucking representatives in these different states, and just bring us back to, one leader role. I think that's what we ultimately need. Fuck all this, like, slowing down the process of shit.
Yeah, I think my man was up there talking about socialism the other day.
Bro,
like how he's a socialist. I was like,
if you're a socialist in 2025, you have the IQ of a fucking slug. You've never read a history book in your fucking life. You don't understand the very fundamentals of economics. And you're going to end up fucking running the biggest welfare state that's ever existed. We already are the biggest welfare state. It's going to get worse. Like, people like this, like, we should have learned something from McCarthyism, but we didn't. Okay? We didn't. McCarthy ended up getting embarrassed by a whole bunch of circumstances that ended his anti-communist brigade. But the reality is he was fucking right. He was right about everything. There's communists lurking amongst us, and they should be fucking embarrassed publicly. They should be fucking stripped of any positions of power. I mean, it is not even, it's like if I tried to run as an American Nazi party, like, I would get shut down immediately. Why aren't the communists shut down the same way?
That is true. That is true. You got.
I'd say the communist ideology is far more destructive than National Socialist ideology by a factor of like 100.
Yeah, and so that's what this guy Zoran Mamdani. That's what he seemed to be kind of running on. And so I'm assuming that Adams is still going to be running, but is he going to be running on the quote unquote opposite side this go around?
Is he running as an independent?
He's either got to run as an independent or a Republican.
But no, they got that Silva guy who was from the fucking Blue Angels or whatever it's called, the Guardian Angels. Yeah, that guy's running. The guy who wears the beret all the time, who has about no chance of getting elected.
Was he running as a Republican?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you got an R beside your name, you're not getting voted in New York, like or not. I don't even know why they had that as an option. Like, it's just be like, here's the people that we pick. It's all D's. And this guy says he's an I, but he's really a D. So I mean that's it. Because I mean, when the last time they voted for a Republican? The state's been blue for how many years? Shit.
Giuliani?
I guess so that would be what, early 2000s? So that would be during the George Bush era.
Bloomberg was a fucking Democrat, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Bloomberg, yeah.
Surprising they put a Jew in that position. The Jews usually like to stay in advisory roles. No, it's true. Like, it's fucking true. How many overt Jewish presidents have we had? 0. But how many have we really had?
That's true.
2 or 3. So it draws less attention to them. That's why you don't really see Jews run for president, because they want to stay in the advisory control role.
Okay. Ranger Vault on Rumble said NYC is weird. They usually have 6 candidates running with parties you never heard of. Oh, okay. Ranger said Bloomberg ran Republican the first time, then changed again. All right.
Because these people have no fucking conviction. It's amazing. These people have no conviction. Anybody who flip-flops parties is just a fucking sellout.
I mean, complete sellout. Come on, man. We ain't gonna bury
I
him
remember
like
like a
that, are
decade
we?
ago, Arlen Specter tried to do that shit. Arlen Specter, the architect of the lone bullet theory, right? The magic bullet theory. But he was a
Oh, is that
Democrat
right?
forever, and he tried to switch to Republican to save his base at the end. Hilarious, these fucking idiots.
Okay, well, look, hey, right now, Zoran Mamdani says he wants to hike property taxes for richer and whiter neighborhoods.
Yeah, what a fucking what an idiot. Socialists are thieves. And that's, okay, I got to clarify something, because like everyone's like, oh, well, Hitler was a socialist. No, he wasn't. Like, when you look at National Socialism, the term socialism, Hitler was angry at the communists because he felt they stole the term socialism. To Hitler, socialism was really nationalism. But you can't have a political party called National Nationalism. That sounds stupid. So he called it National Socialism, going back to the original meaning of socialism, which had nothing to do with communism. Socialism meant that the people are of one fabric. That was what Hitler meant by socialism. So, just a common misconception.
Well,
He felt the communists stole the term.
Okay, so that's what we got going on with Mamdani. He said he ready to tax these white folk. You know what I'm saying? Man, it all. Hey, at the end of the day, it all comes down to y'all white folk. You know what I'm saying? Damn white folk. Shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in the richer and whiter neighborhoods. That's the proposal. I mean, what? It's just like, man, that's what you're running on. That's gonna really work out. You know what I'm saying? Man, every time somebody keeps telling me, oh yeah, we're gonna make the rich pay more money, I'm just like, dog, you know the rich folk write the tax codes and shit, right? Like, broke niggas don't write it. There weren't no broke niggas that wrote the tax code.
You know, it's hilarious to me, like when you look at how businesses function and what businesses actually do, aside from like they have a product or they sell something, or put all that stuff aside, all like the corporate shield does is like it takes liability off of the individual and puts it onto some non-existent fictional entity, which is wild in the first place.
Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Funny thing about being fast, you end up waiting a lot. First to show up, first in line, then just waiting. Me, I rev up Chumba Casino. With over 200 social casino games, no slow lanes here. Why sit around when you can spin? I'm already racing. Your turn. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Depending on how the corporate structure works, that entity is either taxed or not taxed, and you're either taxed or not taxed based on how it's set up. It's almost like they let the fucking nuts come up with the fucking rules of the nut house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it to a T.
You can set
why do you think there's...
You can set your entire life structure up with various corporations and S corporations and LLCs that basically you put all your assets under, and then you can make it look like you make like $10 a year. You know what I mean? But all your money is going into these other corporate structures. Like that seems like a fucking system designed to beat the system, you know?
Exactly. And who you think wrote that? It won't folk that were broke. when they were sitting there talking about, okay, yeah, we're gonna do income tax, but I ain't looking to pay all my income, so let's figure out how we're gonna do this. All right, that's why it's so intricate, and people don't know what the fuck they looking at. You know, that's why you need tax professionals, because you be sitting there looking at it and you're like, I can do what with what? So so hold on. So you want me to make this LLC and then put it in this trust and then make an S corp that runs that LLC, but it's actually in this other trust? I was like, what? Like, I don't get it. But my name is, John Baker. Why can't I just have it in John Baker and get these write-offs? Well, that's you. You know what I'm saying? We'd rather get the write-offs to something that's not real. I mean, so it's just like, It's just some shit that's just all over the place. So Court, before we get too much further, World War III or nah? Of course,
nah.
Israel bombed Iran. The U.S. bombed Iran. Iran bombed U.S. base in Qatar, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That was empty.
Yeah. These guys are good at blowing up empty shit. Here's the thing that's fucking amazing. I almost was tempted to do an understanding propaganda on this. You got to know that we are being bombarded with some of the worst propaganda of all time. And I say that because if everyone wants to understand how to effectively distribute and write propaganda, you always have to go back to Goebbels. Goebbels was the fucking ultimate master of propaganda, and even the Allies knew it and studied him in his propaganda techniques. Okay, one of Goebbels' principles is 9 principles of propaganda. One of them is that all propaganda must be controlled by a central entity. Okay, we are seeing the direct result of what happens when propaganda is not controlled by a central entity. Okay. So we have Tulsi Gabbard come out like a couple months ago and say Iran's not working on a nuke. That was somewhat true. 50-50 true. Kind of true. They're working on enriching uranium. They can get it up to 60%. You need 95+% for a bomb. So they're working on it, but they're not close. They have a better chance of buying nukes off of Pakistan than making nukes themselves, which is now on the table. Pakistan offered to fucking sell them nukes. So the problem is that we are seeing reports come out that Iran's facility was completely destroyed. Iran comes out and says they weren't destroyed. They knew about it and they moved all the stuff, which is even if it's true, it's counter propaganda. Okay. Because it's meant to counter the propaganda that was distributed by the government that they destroyed all the nuclear facilities. Okay. Then you get leaks from the government to the newspapers saying that the facilities were not destroyed. Okay? This leak is a problem because this leak shows that there is a internal battle over the propaganda message. And you can't have that. You need strict compliance when you're distributing propaganda through your proxies. And that didn't happen here. And it embarrassed the fucking CIA and it embarrassed the Trump administration. And that's why there's this that's why they had to do a press conference and show the bombs blowing up and all this stuff. Because this is why propaganda needs to all be controlled by a single entity, right? And that entity in America is the CIA. And then that information is distributed, packaged to the president and everyone else, right? So, yeah, what we're seeing right here is a complete collapse of the propaganda system that has always been in place. And that's because someone leaked some shit. And then
you think it's intentional?
No, not at all. That would imply that these people are smart enough in the modern era to pull off what I call the double triple whammy. And these people have proven to me over and over again that they are just not that smart. They're genuinely not. They're sticking to the same playbook and the same script for propaganda and rumor and psychological warfare that they've been using since 1942. It hasn't changed. You can spot it a mile away. I'll be flipping through my fucking Twitter feed and I'll be like, there's propaganda. And I can spot the techniques they're using and all the stuff, right? Yeah, we're drowning in propaganda right now. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Not even during the Gulf War. Well, of course, that was pre-social media, but still, like, it's just unfucking believable. And especially all the pro-Israeli propaganda. And you can always tell the pro-Israeli propaganda because it's just so outright bullshit. Like, so outright bullshit. It's truly unbelievable. The Israelis are like the worst gaslighters that have ever existed in the history of mankind. So, but yeah, everyone needs to keep an eye out for this. Well, it's kind of hard not to keep an eye out for it because we're being inundated by it, but don't fall for it. Study Goebbels. Everyone needs to study Goebbels' principles of propaganda. That will give you the playbook, then the doctrine of rumors, and there's a whole bunch of shit that you can read to very, very easily spot the propaganda, which is it's fucking out of control. It's truly, and it's not good propaganda anymore. It's just genuinely not.
Well, how do you feel about the posing and posturing by both sides? So we
they got to do what they got to do.
Place and it was empty, and then Iran bombs a place that's empty. So it's just
right.
like
they did this before. they've done this before. Last year, when Israel struck
mhm.
them, they struck an empty American base too, and they gave notice they were doing it, and everyone knew it was going to. See, this is like it's political theater, but it's political theater in regards to like, if this person does this, then this side has no choice but to respond by doing this, and usually the other side knows what that response is going to be. And so then they know what response they have to that response. And so they're usually on both sides 5 or 6 moves deep when they make a decision. And they already anticipate what the other side's going to do. Then you throw in back channels where they're calling like through proxies and say, hey, man, we're going to bomb this base. Make sure you get all your people out of there, right? It's optics for the camera because fucking Iran can't get bombed and then not do anything. They can't.
Right.
They're not allowed. It's just it's a violation of the rules. It'll fucking show them as weak. And next thing you know, Israel will be fucking dumping more bombs on them. They have to respond. I just feel like Israel is such a thorn in the side of the world, and everybody knows it. Everybody fucking knows. Nobody feels sorry for them getting blown up at all. It's hilarious. Some of the comments I've been reading. But Iran needs to just wipe them the fuck out. Like, I don't understand these people. Like, even Putin with Ukraine. He knows where Zelensky sleeps at night, yet he hasn't done shit to try to take that guy out. Why not? Israel keeps going after Khomeini. They're trying to decapitate the head of the snake. Why doesn't Iran do that? Why doesn't Russia do that? You don't think that fucking the Iranians know where Netanyahu sleeps at night? Of course they do. Of course they do. Why don't they just take that step? That pisses me off. Everyone hates Netanyahu. Iran to be doing the world a favor to take him out, and they don't. And I don't know why.
What's crazy about Netanyahu is that they gave him the boot to put him right back in.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're like, yeah, man, this dude sucks. And then they put the other guy in. I can't remember the other guy's name they put in there.
Naftali Bennett.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he ain't last but about 3-4 months.
No, because he was weak. You just looked at that guy and he just reeked of weakness. That's the problem with all these Israeli politicians. They reek of international weakness. But fucking, I hate Benjamin Netanyahu. I hate that cocksucker, but he has no problem going into a room and fucking kicking you in the balls. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to give him that much, but like, it's true. It's really true. Like, there are no other strong Israeli candidates, period, at all. And so he's like their only default. And he's been in there for 20 fucking years. It's like, as soon as you think he's gone, it's like, oh my God, he's back. So he's like fucking guys like herpes.
Man said he walked right in there and kick you right in the nuts. That's the type of guy he is. Man, he said, I think what's mine.
Everyone's got to be blackmailed because everyone has to know by this point that they killed Kennedy and did 9/11. And they did COVID, which will come out eventually. You know, but like, everybody knows this shit. Why the fuck we keep going along with it? Why don't we just destroy all their... We live in an age where we can just say, that ain't me on the video, that's AI. You know? Fuck your blackmail.
Oh, that's a good one. It said, ain't me, that's AI, man. Ain't no way that's me. Okay, that does kind of look like me. But look, that's not me. All right.
It's a fake me. It's a body double. They got body doubles.
Yeah, so there it is. There it is. So are we World War III in this thing or not?
I don't think so. Nope. I don't buy it. No.
I felt a nod too. Because here's what's weird is that the US bombed them, Iran bombed, the base back, and then Trump was like, yeah, I told them that we cool now. It's like, what? Hey, it's all good, man.
Yeah, Trump bombing them was a step too far. Really, it was. I mean, it just never should have happened. They're not. Here's the thing: there's more going on beneath the surface that we don't know about. You know, there always is, and so the conversation that people have publicly is usually never even close to being over the mark.
Well, I've heard some rumblings about the some of the true battle going on in the Middle East is amongst Iran and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're two different subsets of the Muslim culture, and they kind of clash. What do you call it? The Sunni? Is it Sunni?
The Sunni and Shia, yeah.
Yeah, Sunni and Shia. So what is it? Is Iran Shia? Is that right?
Not my wheelhouse.
Is that right?
But something like that, yeah.
Shia. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so yes, Iran is 90 to 95% Shia. And so Saudi Arabia is 95% Sunni, which I don't know what the hell the difference is. All that stuff. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I guess that would be the same deal as, like, in America, where we got Baptists and then we got Protestant and we got I guess that would be kind of a similar thing with that, like a denomination. Like, you're technically under the same umbrella of the religion, but this particular denomination sets you apart because you interpret your good book in this particular way. Is that what it pretty much is?
Oh yeah,
entails?
It's like the whole Protestant, fucking Lutheran, fucking. There's like 50 different fucking Christians out there that don't like each other. It's just people want to isolate themselves from anything different, which is a weird human. I mean, it's a survival mechanism, of course, but even within a group, people will want to create subgroups. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, off topic, but it's still very relevant. How do you feel about the new overpriced Destiny expansion?
How do I feel about it?
Yep. Word on the street is it's got less content than the previous expansions, and it's more expensive.
Is it more expensive?
It's $40.
I already paid my $100.
What? You paid your $100 for the new expansion? You get a deluxe super version with an action figure or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you get the deluxe version.
Mm-hmm.
With whatever extra. You get the exotic early. Yeah, the New Land Beyond. And I don't know, whenever the new expansion comes out, I just buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not really going to play any other game.
You crazy.
Mainly because I don't have time. I just don't. So
well, if we never take time, how can we ever have time?
This nigga. Look, man. You see what I'm talking about? Man gonna talk to me in damn riddles and shit. It's like, bro, look, here's what I've got invested in this game. I have been playing this game as long as I've been dating my girlfriend. 11 years. Okay? So, it's a special bond. All right? Actually, I've been dating her a little bit longer because I bought it in, September of 2014 when I bought my PS4 at that time. I've just got a bond with the game. I've got a bond with the game. All right. Now, has it lost some of its luster? Yes. And the only reason why it's lost some of its luster is because the people that I used to play with don't play. And it's probably because they're old as fuck and probably got 8 kids. All right. Which is okay. I don't have any kids, so. And I don't play as much as I used to. I mean, used to, on a Saturday, I'd be playing for 8 hours straight, PvP. Knocking people's heads off. I used to be good. My reaction time slow as fuck now. If I'm out there playing against people who are on their shit, I'm like, whoo, boy, I could not react the way I used to. There ain't no doubt about that. Like, it's pretty rough. But I've heard some rumblings about that. Look, everybody's always crying about something. Okay. That's all I know. And sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes you don't get what you want. I just want some new shit and a couple new exotics, and then let me go and shoot some other people in the face. All right, and I feel okay about it. You know what I'm saying? Corey, they gave us people gave us the breakdown. Said one believes there is a direct line of descendants from Muhammad. I guess that they believe they are. Which one believe that? Is it the Sunni or the Shia? Shia. Hold on. Let's see. Man, what the fuck? Okay, this AI shit is all over the place, but okay, I have to deep dive this because I have no idea what it's talking about. But I mean, it's got the full imposition of the 12er Shia. I'm like, do what? My goodness, man. You thought Christianity was all over the place, but as far as with the denominations and all that. I mean, I can't get into that because I'm not an expert. Do you know anybody who's an expert at that stuff?
Not really.
I don't know anybody who's an expert at that. I don't know. We got a whole bunch of folks infiltrating in. You know what I'm saying, with the Muslim culture, and they got a whole lot of that over the UK as well. So they're trying to spread the word. Okay, they're trying to spread the word around. Corey let me know that John Wick 5's in production.
And he's in it, so he's not dead. Thank God. At least they got that right. I'm not holding my breath for anything else after that, but
which I did go watch Ballerina. I did watch that. And here's what I will say, okay? For me, it is a perfect entry into the John Wick universe. They had to put from the world of John Wick because there's like 8 ballerina movies that all of a sudden came out. Trying to get eyes. I was like, where are all these ballerina movies coming from? And all of them are kind of the same thing. Some chick that's an assassin. I was like, copyright much? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I see why they put from the world of John Wick, ballerina. I think they put the right amount of John Wick in the movie, the correct amount. They made the woman believable because she was not able to overpower men. She fought dirty, okay? But it also did not overshadow anything that John Wick has ever done, which is exactly how you need to keep it. Because you got to keep the man, the myth, the legend. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I think they did a good job. Just like they did a good job on the Continental. They really know what they're doing with this universe. Unlike some other universes that we got going on right now that are struggling, to say the least. But they understand what they are. They understand who the top dog of the universe is, and they don't try to outdo the top dog, while still maintaining that this particular person is a badass. And this movie is set between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4. So you actually see some clips from John Wick 3.
Okay.
Replayed. You see some clips. So yeah, when he's with the Russo family, the Russians that run the ballerina thing. So yeah, if y'all haven't watched it, check that out. Check it out. John Wick 5. Let's see if Corey. I think that they may have heard what you said about what should happen, and they had an idea what they were going to do, and then they had to scrap it and then use your idea.
I hope so, because my idea is the best. The idea that they would go through 5 movies and not loop back to the wife in some shape or form is like, it'd be the worst decision ever. Biggest opportunity of the fucking universe. I mean, it's shrouded in mystery, right? She was in a hospital. We assume she had cancer or got sick or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she just is gone. And like, she's like not in it after the first 15 minutes of that first movie. It would be the ultimate fucking gotcha. It'd be a Sixth Sense ending all over again. You know?
There it is. I mean, will it happen? We don't know.
Probably not.
You know what's crazy? In Ballerina, damn, what's his name? Winston's bodyguard, Sharon. He's in it somehow. The black dude is dead.
Did they film? Was he CGI'd?
If he was, it was the best damn CGI I ever seen.
Interesting.
So the dude died at like making John Wick 4.
Yeah, he got killed by that Vax.
have confirmation of that. Man said the jibbity jab got him. The jibbity jab. Oh, who is it? Lauren, was it Sanchez? Jeff Bezos officially got married. They had a big ass wedding, dude. Had all the stars there. I'm like, why is like Sydney Sweeney and shit at this damn wedding? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I mean,
why the fuck you got
like,
that much money? You better not be getting married. She'll stick around even without that paper.
Orlando Bloom was at the wedding. Oh, and Katy Perry is available. Her and Orlando Bloom is split. So she's open for business. So I guess Orlando Bloom didn't wash enough dishes. Folks think I ain't gonna remember the shit that they say. You know what I'm saying? But she was up there talking about, oh, if you come down here and wash these dishes, I'll suck your dick. Nope. I guarantee that nigga was washing dishes every day. Out there washing the fuck out of them. No dick sucked, broke up. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But don't be lying to me. I don't like when folks just be blatantly lying to me. You're talking about, I don't need a Lambo. I need my dishes washed. You ain't in the house, bitch. What dishes? Ain't you got a maid for that? If I make millions of dollars a year, somebody gonna be there cleaning that shit up. It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be my woman. I'm gonna hire somebody to clean the shit up. Isn't that the premise? I thought that's the whole premise of being rich. You have folk wait on you.
Yes.
I mean it's like driving. They be like, folks go out and get drunk and crash or they get pulled over by the cops, and it'd be some person who's worth damn $500 million. I'm like, you ain't got nobody driving you. At least the Uber or something. Come on, man. I ain't risking it all. When I got $500 million, I can pay somebody $100,000 a year to drive me. And that's a drop in the bucket. I be like, hey, you know, I find one of my homies. Hey, man, what you doing for work right now? Man, I work at this plant. Make about $65,000 a year. I said, look, dog, don't you want to come drive me around? It's like, man, I don't know, man. I really need to keep this job. Man, I'll pay you $150,000 a year. It's like, never mind. I'm coming to drive you. I'm saying, I'll pay you $150 a year, man. I just don't want to fuck with driving. Okay? Let's just see it. I'm just done with it. All right? So, especially on nights that I want to go somewhere and get hammered. So, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think I seen something right here recently because, you know, John Jones officially has retired. But I think that, I think there's some ulterior stuff. One of my buddies told me there's a video out of supposedly him getting in a car crash and fleeing the scene and leaving the woman there.
Oh, he did that a while back.
When he was drunk.
That was like years ago.
When he was drunk.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a new one.
Another one?
Yeah. Well, my buddy said, I ain't checked the video out yet. He said he was going to send it to me. But he was like, man, I think this has something to do with it. But why he's kind of stepping back. I'm like, John Jones is the best fighter who has ever fought in the UFC. He's also the dumbest fucking individual that's ever been in the UFC as well. I mean, there's just no doubt about it.
Well, some people are really good at self-sabotage.
Yeah, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? He's the man. So, I mean, I don't get it, bud. But guys, we're gonna close out this episode of Beyond the Cube. We appreciate everybody for coming out and being out here with us. All right, on this Friday night. All right, got a few people on the YouTube channel. We've had some people up there on Rumble as well. Ranger Vault, we appreciate you putting all your comments up there. People as well, Australia. Do y'all got French toast out there? That's what we want to know. Did you get some French toast this morning? Or are you more like a ham and eggs biscuit type of guy? Leave that in the comment section. We have some people on Twitter as well who gives us a shout out every time. We've got a Michelle. We've got Jenny Butcher. All right, that always repost our stuff. So we appreciate them there. Make sure you're checking us out on all podcast platforms. Make sure you're supporting Corey Hughes. CoreyHughes.org. BloodyHistory.substack.com. Best historian on the internet. Okay? A warning from history. The JFK book. There's been JFK books written before, but this is the JFK book. Okay? So that's the one you need to have. Audio version is available if you can't read. Which I'm right there with you on that, okay? All right. All right. If you have trouble reading, then the audio book is available. Okay, so you can get that as well. Corey, are you working on anything else right now? I know the independent media token. That should be cranking up right here in the next week, right?
3 days.
That's cranking up. So I know he's been putting a whole lot of work in on that. I think you've had to dial back on your Oswald stuff because you've got more than what you thought you had.
Oh, my Oswald book was going to be 250 pages, but I'm at 250, and I ain't even got to the Marines yet. So I'm looking at more like 400 plus pages in this fucking book. So once I realized that, I'm like, fuck it, let me take a couple weeks off because my brain hurts. You study Oswald and don't end up in a lunatic asylum. It's like a fucking miracle. I swear to God.
There it is. Loony bin. Guys, we will be back with you tomorrow night. All right. On Wheezy's channel, What is Truth? For UFC 317, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Oliveira versus Topuria.
Oliveira's going to win.
So, okay. Man, let's go ahead and call it. A submission? Submission victory?
Possibly. We'll see.
Okay. Submission victory. Potential submission victory. Okay. And then, of course, day 0 on Sunday. We appreciate everybody for being out here with us. From your boy HQ420. The powerful one, Corey Hughes. Catch y'all on the next Beyond the Cube. Peace out.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.